Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Angels. Book Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. Sunshine Strawberry. Without a doubt, she's the player to keep an eye on, partner. She's homered in 6 straight games.
Well, Book, she's just unconscious when you look at the ability to get to the baseball and hit it over the fence. I think about recent occurrences. Paul Goldschmidt in 2019, Matt Carpenter in 2018, and Giancarlo Stanton in 2017.
So 2 down, Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. One of the stars in the win yesterday as she had 3 hits. What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. Angels lead it 3-0. You're watching Angels baseball on The Show, L.A. So a man at first. And up next for St. Louis, Ramon Urias. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Strawberry takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Nathan Church. Up next for the Angels.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Smoke to right, but he's got it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 3 innings complete. Angels 4 and the Cardinals 3. This is Angels baseball on The Show, L.A. So 2 down. Alec Burleson now at the plate.
Alec Burleson.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail it here 4-3.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33.
Strawberry with a homer in her last game.
Strawberry.
To the right side.
Move it, move it, move it.
Pajes steps on the bag, and they get her.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop, Kyred.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Baez.
Joshua Baez.
The 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hopped up on the left side of the infield. Moncada has a beat on it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Ivan Herrera.
So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, J.J. Weatherholt. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. This one in the air, center field. Trout should have this one. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels with the rubber match of this 3-game series. Strawberry had a game to forget.
I don't want to pile on a player when she's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish, Boog. Sure, they got the win, but if she performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Sunshine Strawberry. Ready to go? When her team needs a big swing, she's delivered, leading all rookies in RBIs this season, looking to add to that total today. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the San Francisco Giants. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First and second, 2 outs. Patrick Bailey, the next to hit.
Bailey.
2 on, 2 outs. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Well, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect to make it close, and that's exactly what it was. Inning over.
Here's the catcher, Sunshine Strawberry.
A lot of clutch hitting from her recently. 7 ribbies in her last 5 games.
And foul ball. Christie leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. She circles the bases. The Angels on the board first. It's 2-0. She absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Strawberry steps in now. You can bet she was watching from the on-deck circle thinking, don't worry, I got this.
Classic cleanup duty, Boog. Time to fix the mess and maybe take the credit, too.
To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. They're up 2-0. Strawberry steps in. They've got the edge, but the job's not done. She's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. It bangs off the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner at second. Gets under it and pops it up. Adames settles under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nolan Shanuel. Here's a 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Headed for the plate. She'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
0-1 down. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the seventh. That's a base hit. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And her hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner on the go. Slow roller to third. Over to first. That ends the frame. Angels strand one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Strawberry had a sensational showing in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Really impressive work at the dish. She gave her teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask her to do.
So bases all loaded up. Sunshine Strawberry will hit next. One of the stars in the win yesterday as she had 3 hits. Fouls away the first offering.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Oh, great stop. The throw to the plate. Here's 1 and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit.
Now this one gets through. Schmidt around third. The relay. And he's out.
Right there on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
No, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect to make it close, and that's exactly what it was. Inning over.
As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. And that one hammered and foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Out towards right center field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33.
Strawberry went deep in her most recent game.
Strawberry.
On a line,
go on,
and that's got extra bases written all over it. Soler coming home. He'll score. It's 7-1.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner at second. To the right side.
Get out, slide, slide, slide.
Devers throws on to first. One away here in the fifth.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Nolan Shanuel digs in now.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Here's a 3-0. And ball four, two aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
So digging in, Elliot Ramos.
The left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next for the Giants, the center fielder, number 9, Harrison Bader.
Strawberry starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Relay throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Runner at second. On the ground to third. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Up next for the Angels.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
First and second, no outs. Nolan Shanuel getting ready to hit. 0-1 down. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, number 27, Mike.
First and second, one out. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Two on, one out. That one way inside. Chapman
On the bag, on the
fires
bag,
to
on
second
the
for
bag.
one. What a double play that was. Inning over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels 8 and the Giants 4. You're watching Angels baseball on the show, LA. So two down.
Next,
Now it's the right
Giants.
fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
In the dirt. To second. But he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Liner, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
Yeah, on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Runner in scoring
Up next
position,
for the Angels,
no
the
outs.
catcher, number
Sunshine
33,
Strawberry, the
Sunshine
next to hit for the Angels.
Strawberry.
That one is absolutely belted.
All right, make a turn. Find it,
And
find
it's
it.
off the wall. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI
Up
single.
next for the
It's now
Angels,
9-4.
the second baseman, Oswald.
Man at first, nobody out. Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Now here's a flare off the bat. And a base hit right there. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Up next for the Angels, the first
So
baseman,
back to the top of the
Nolan
order. Now it's the
Shanuel.
Angels leadoff man, Nolan Shanuel. Payoff pitch. On the ground. And that one handled. One at second. And a run scores on the double play.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, number 27, Mike.
Strawberry had a great showing in the win. A 3-hit performance, including 2 extra base knocks.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Now it's Matt Chapman.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Adames off of first with 2 away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. That is the inning. 1 left for San Francisco, still behind by a count of 1-0. Strawberry steps in now. This is one of those matchups that'll test every ounce of a hitter's approach, Ziggy.
Yeah, if you get a pitch to hit, Boog, you better not miss it. You might not see another one all day.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
So they get a runner aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza getting ready to hit. Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and she easily steals the bag.
Really nice swipe of second right there. She knew she had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but she just beat it.
High fly ball, right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Get out.
The tag gets her, and it's a double play to end the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down.
Next to the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels leave 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Man at first, Casey
10,
Schmidt, the next
second
Giant to hit.
Casey Schmidt.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ripped on a line, takes it in for the out. 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So here's Bader now.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Pitch gets away. Ramos up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Popped in the air, left field, and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. 5-3 now.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Strawberry in the box as she fouls off the first pitch. What a stop. Here's one. Got her. Double play. Just when they needed it most. What a finish. Strawberry played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not her best showing, but I hope she isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Sunshine Strawberry has brought some serious power from day one, leading all rookies in home runs this season. She'll get another chance to show off that swing in this one. It's the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. Runner on the move. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Two outs, runner at first. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels.
She's been showing off some pop lately. More than a homer per game in her last 10.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
She's getting the barrel to the balls. Just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Second inning here, no score. That one is absolutely belted. Holy Toledo! Her 22nd homer of the year. The Angels on the board first. It's 2-0.
Boog, her plan was to hit the ball hard, and she was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
And that one ripped to left. He's there. He's got it. One away.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Oswald. Up next for
Here's the catcher,
Angels.
Sunshine
The catcher, number
Strawberry.
23.
And she's already left her mark on this
Sunshine.
game.
She certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
That one ripped. Alvarez takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Angels.
So a man at first. Here's Carlos Correa. In the dirt, blocked. Throws to second. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down. So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it...
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Relay throw home. The tag.
On the tag,
out.
he's out.
Up next for the Astros. The catcher,
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
For the Angels.
Strawberry
The
stepping
catcher,
in
number
now. The
23.
inning's been quiet, but a chance
Sunshine.
here to turn up the volume.
Strawberry.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
Man at first
Up
with
next
one
for the
gone.
Astros,
Digging
the
in,
right
Cam
fielder,
Smith.
Cam Smith.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, the center fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
Strawberry was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 2 homers on the day.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.